You're watching ESPN FC Daily. Kay Murray and LME here. The first knockout game is over. The Netherlands progressed to the quarterfinals. As for the US, it's a little bit like Boys to Men. It's the end of the road, and it is fair to say, LME, they didn't hit any of the high notes today.
Although we've got to the end. I'll stop. Yes, absolutely. You know what, Kay? Be very proud. USMNT reaching the round of 16 was a great achievement, an average age of 25 years old. We've already talked about that. So I think it's a really good achievement to come second in that group and make it here. And, you know, I think they're a proper striker away from being a very, very good squad. But today, what I saw, Kay, was a masterclass from Louis van Gaal. He knows exactly what the USMNT brings: aggression, in your face. They want to push you. And Van Gaal, basically like Floyd Mayweather Jr. in his prime, was just like, let them come. And when we get the ball, we'll counter. And we've been saying this for a while. The USMNT need finishing. And if you don't take your chances, a better, stronger squad will take care of that. So the Netherlands fully deserved. Noppert in goal. What a great performance, but well deserved from the Dutch.
Yeah, 6'8", Noppert in goal. So
they're
probably happy it didn't go to penalties, although I'm sure they would have liked the chance to at least get to there. We want to stick with talking about the US because obviously to get here was great. Our cheeky colleague Vincent from ESPN Netherlands actually messaged me during the game and said, oh, I forgot to mention Netherlands are also very effective. And didn't we just see that in this game? But let's stay with the US angle right now and bring in Frank Leboeuf, because I'd like to know more about what he saw in this game and if he thinks the story could have played out differently. Frank Leboeuf, World Cup winner, there he is. Frank, let me start by asking you this. That very early chance in the first half from Christian Pulisic when he was one-on-one with the keeper, did that change the course of the game?
For sure. Hello, everyone. For sure. It's like Ayew yesterday missing the penalty for Ghana. It changes everything because it gives strength to the opponent that they in their beliefs and doubts to the US team. And straight after that, well, almost straight after that, they conceded a goal where I think the US captain Adams didn't run and sprint it to prevent Depay to get the ball. And when you have the two leaders, well, failing in that matter in a way where the Pulisic didn't score, then Adams didn't defend well. Well, there you say, and you know, that at some point it's going to be difficult. So yeah, Pulisic should have scored. And it would have been completely different for me, because Netherlands they would have to play. They would have to play offensively, where they didn't. As LME said, they play counter-attack. They played with lots of pragmatism. They did very well. But at the end of the day, it's because United States had to change the score that they were allowed to do so.
Frank, one of the things about the USMNT that we keep talking about is this is still a process, right? It's a project. And to make it this far, I think is an achievement in itself. Do you think that there's, aside from obviously missing those chances, was there anything in particular that you saw from Greg Berhalter today that you thought, yeah, I think you made a mistake? Because I think making those changes at halftime or close to it were significant to me. Is there anything that Greg Berhalter could have done differently, do you think?
Since the beginning of the competition, we all agreed that Gio Reyna should have played more. I don't know if he could have, but it's what we thought. When Gio said in the press conference that he's 100%, why he doesn't play? That's incomprehensible for me. And one day maybe we'll have some explanations. But he barely played, and it would have been a very good plus for the national team and for the forward line. You know, after football is full of details. So explaining everything and trying to find the understanding of everything because you lost the game. Pulisic would have scored. Where would have scored as well in the first half with those fantastic shots. You know, well, it would have been different. And again, the Netherlands would have had to play differently. So you cannot blame the coach for everything. You can ask him some stuff about how he managed his squad, but I think it's encouraging for the national team the way they reacted after the beginning of that World Cup, what they showed against England, what they showed today again. I mean, they came back to 1, but they have to work defensively. I mean, the crosses, 3 crosses, 3 goals. Yeah. How many shots on target from the Netherlands? I think 3 or 4. Yeah, you have to evolve in a good way and make sure that your football is at the top level to maybe one day win a World Cup.
That's where I wanted to go with you, actually, Frank. We've got a World Cup winning defender here. Talk to us a little bit more about the deficiencies in that US defense that you saw today.
That's crazy. Again, the first goal is not from the defense. It's more from Adams, who doesn't come back. It doesn't sprint to avoid Depay getting the ball. But the third goal is crazy. The third goal, there are 4 defenders in the middle of the park for 2 Dutch players. And you have the third one, I don't remember who scored, who's completely free. And you say, oh my God, they didn't talk to each other. Robinson doesn't know what is going on behind him. It's a process of communication. Even from the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper before the cross Turner has to say, hey, Robinson, I'm sorry, I don't know his first name. Go on the far post, look behind you. And that's how it works. I had Fabien Barthez, I tell you. The guy, it was like he had a speaker. He couldn't stop talking. But it was our eyes in our backs. That's important. We were the eyes of Deschamps and Petit. And that's what it is. It's how it works. It's like, for me, that the new generation, they don't talk enough. They talk after, but they don't talk enough during the game when they have to react and help their teammates out. Those little mistakes, those details make the difference. I'm sure Ake, Blind, Van Dijk, they talk to each other. No problem. No problem. So that's maybe where they have to work on.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.